Hi everyone, this is TheHande, and this is Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Alrighty then, okay. So, this is me playing this Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Of course, is the first of the Castlevania Metroidvanias for the Game Boy Advance. I had this game, or I still have this game, on my... This was the first game that I bought with for my Game Boy Advance back in the day with my own money. Was not the first game that I played on it. Alright, it is 1830 at an old Austrian castle. From the worshippers of chaos, rise the plea for the return of the Lord of Darkness. And so this game, by the way, uses a lot of recycled music. The intro theme is recycled from Rondo of Blood, which is my favorite Castlevania, and this is obviously recycled from Castlevania 64. We crave the presence of the embodiment of suffering, the ruler of darkness. I have waited for this moment, blah, to be awakened again, to awake again, to bask in darkness and feel the moonlight within, blah. Count Dracula, I am honored to be in your presence. Indeed, blah, though I lack my full power, blah. We are preparing the rite to replenish your power. Stop! You cannot be allowed to change the world. You, blah, I remember, blah. You were one of the vampire killers that sealed me before you were retconned out of this series. Blah, you've aged. It is our duty to see you banished. Amusing, blah. To use my nemesis' life to return my power. I have no use for children. Begone, blah. Alrighty then. Yo, Nathan! Master! Father! Oh my god, I made a poor choice with the voices there. They sound too similar. Which one was more husky? No creatures around here. You! Are you okay? Yeah, we were just brushed aside and ignored. We have to find Master. I'll go. He's my father. Nathan, you'll be in the way, dude. Just get out of here. Alright. I want to find Master as much as anybody, dude. Oh. Ah, God. I forgot. Yeah, the controls are all wonky here. Okay, so this is Castlevania Circle of the Moon. I used to play this a lot on my Game Boy Advance. Oops. And I am not playing this on the original, with the original cartridge, though. I'm recording this on the same day as the first episode of the Pokemon Nuzlocke. Not directly after it, a few hours after. And I've been wanting to get back to playing this game for a long time. I had to finally buy the Castlevania Advance Collection. And not happy about that, but because I have mentioned before, I have misplaced my Game Boy player. And what did I get? The Salamander card. Yeah. So now, I don't know if this is going to be a full series yet. This might be just a one-off. Yeah, but this is what you get to do in this. So I'm a little upset that I'm not getting to play this on the original hardware, which would be like a GameCube with the Game Boy player. But, I decided, what the hell, since I now can play this and I can video capture it, might as well. I always forget that this is the music in this first area because I remember it being Awake, and Awake is my fucking jam. It's one of this game has, I'm gotta be honest, not a big Metroidvania fan, not a big classic Metroid fan either, but this game does have some awesome music. And I told the story in previous Castlevania Let's Plays. Oh yeah, and, because it is kind of like the appropriate season anyway, like, to play a spooky game. So I might not play, too far. I'll play, at least up until the first boss or something. I did play a little bit, I did try out a little bit of Harmony of Dissonance. I do have a game started on that. And actually, I think it looks kind of cool. It's kind of lifting things from Rondo, which is why I like it. Okay, here we go. This is my jam. Yeah, this soundtrack is fucking amazing. Although it does recycle a lot of... The weird thing is that I seem to recall that you could run in this game, but I have not been able to figure out how to do that. Because I thought like double tapping or something would do it. And I can't get up there yet. I think I will eventually. Like, I forget how the card system works in this, but basically, you know, they give additional effects to your whip. And you do need it for some of the enemies, like, because some of the enemies can only be killed. Oh, I didn't get to do... Okay, the next bat that comes along, I need to remember to do the... Okay, those explode, but my favorite thing is when you... Okay, here. Yes, I love that. The bat, like, you know, explodes in blood like that when you use the, you know, the whipping. Oh yeah, and also because Juiced, who is the Belmont in Harmony, he does the moonwalk just like Richter does. Well, yeah, because he's Richter's grandfather, I think. I actually did, you know, I really liked Castlevania Nocturne. I would actually say that I actually genuinely liked it more than the first Castlevania animated series. It still did a lot of stupid shit that I didn't like. Mostly like just changing character details for no real reason. But it felt like a real Castlevania cartoon now. A big problem I had with that first series was the fact that the dialogue was just so stupid. It surprises me that the sprites are so small, because, you know, the Game Boy Advance basically had, you know, equivalent performance power to a Super Nintendo, but it clearly did not have the resolution equal to a Super Nintendo. So I'm a bit stunned by this. Okay, leveled up, great. Yeah, that's the other thing. Okay, now, dash boots. Yeah, I thought I could, like, run. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the save point, though, because... So, anyway, yeah, I made that joke in the intro. But, you know, it is true that this game was later, Koji Igarashi later retconned this game out of the plot continuity. Because apparently it caused problems for the Castlevania continuity. I'm not sure how exactly, but I will also admit that I haven't, you know, I like Castlevania. Another magic conflict? Really? But I still clearly need like a double jump or something. But I don't know, like, the Castlevania continuity, like, antidote. Okay, good. So, now we have one of those. I've been very good at avoiding the poisonous gunk, the poisonous snakes. I think that is so funny, the fact that the bats just, you know, get, like sliced up like that. And, you know, one thing that also is different from old Castlevanias is that you don't fucking fly, like, half a mile back when you get hit. You still take a little bit of damage. Okay, there's something down there I gotta go check. Yeah, but this is the thing that I kind of hate about Metroidvanias. I accidentally bought... what was it called? It was called Solemn something. I don't remember anymore. And it was a Metroidvania. Was it Somber Chaos or something like that? Okay, I got a cotton shirt. Yeah, and this I fucking hate. This is what I hate about these fucking Metroidvanias. That you're constantly coming up with stuff. This was really annoying about Darksiders 2 as well. Like, don't get me wrong, and I liked Darksiders 2 a lot. You know, easily the best game of the series. You know, I love, but the annoying part about the Metroidvanias, you know, the thing that I generally just don't like about them is the fact that, oh, it's the whole game world, and now you have to search every nook and cranny in order to beat the game. You know, I went pretty far, and I need to find out what's in that other room too, because it's gonna come back to bite me if I don't. And it's been long enough. Like I said, it's been, well, yeah, it's been over a decade since I last played this game. So my memories of it are not so clear. I do remember like that, you know, certain things. Like the thing about this gameplay that I don't enjoy is the fact that you get so much gear that you have to keep track of, because you just have to find the items that allow you to progress to the next area. And these kind of 2D games are just not very like good, well suited for like open world exploration, in my opinion. Like, okay, that was pointless. Yeah. But yeah, so it kind of bums me out a bit that this game is not canon anymore, because I do like Nathan. Nathan's a, you know... And I think the Baldwins are an offshoot of the Belmonts. So the thing is, like, you are not a Belmont, but you're a Belmont apprentice, basically. Because if I remember correctly, the Quincy's... no, sorry, the Morrises were also either related to the Belmonts, or they just temporarily get control of the vampire killer whip. I don't remember the fine details of this, so I like Castlevania, but I will admit that I don't know all the nitty-gritty details of the lore. And I forget some of them, and also the fact that, you know, some of them have been retconned doesn't help. It makes it actually much harder to keep track of, you know, what's actually going on. But yeah, so last time I played this in 2014, I think I got up to Dracula. But I think I was just too low level that I kept dying over and over again, so I couldn't beat him. And so I was in the midst of, well, grinding to become strong enough to take on Dracula. This is, I think the thing that I need for that is the fucking, where I turn into, where I jump and air dash, basically. I probably can't get there, but, you know... Oh, another one of these. So, Harmony of Dissonance, it does look fun. It looks, because it's looks like it's like taking a few notes from Rondo, which is my favorite Castlevania. And I have a Let's Play of that on this channel as well. Yeah. I don't remember where the first boss is, but I do seem to recall that you don't have to get like too far afield to get to them, whatever the hell they were. My guess is that it's probably some kind of a double-headed dragon thing. Skeleton spear. Surely you mean spear skeleton. Ah, this just takes me back. Okay, is there anything down here? Like, surely they wouldn't put just a dead-end area here. Okay, there was something. More MP, I think. No, HP max. Okay. Yeah, but I've also told the story that I never got really into Symphony of the Night. My friend Ville was, I think he had like a free trial of it. I don't think he had he had bought it, because Ville doesn't play Japanese games. Well, okay, that's not fair. He doesn't play old Japanese games. Except for, I think, you know, he's really big into, Final Fantasy. Yeah, I hate that, because I'm pressing... The button that I would want to be the attack button is the one that activates the map. Okay, I can't get up there. I do like the... Yeah, even though it's completely dumb, I do like the pop-ups for the enemy names, though. Yeah, so this game, Castlevania Legends, and both of the Nintendo 64 Castlevanias were all decanonized later. Which I don't know how necessary that was, but yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, now. Oh, that's the one. Okay, so the cards do activate. Okay. I was starting to wonder, like, okay, so X is the same as select, which doesn't make sense. Why would you program it like that? I hate these guys. I hated them in Super Castlevania as well. Like, I was wondering, like, you know, I do have 2 cards. There should be some effect. Yeah, so it does like a little bit of splash damage on the tougher enemies, but yeah, the bats get creamed. I love that. That's a bit depressing. The mummies have been reduced to stage enemies. Oh! I forgot that the... Okay, but the MP does regenerate when I run. Okay. I forgot about the fact that it'll... I don't have limitless MP. Yeah, and also a little bit of thing. So this something that I do like about this versus the old Castlevania Legacy Collection is that you do have a selection of all 3 versions of the game, and not just the American and Japanese versions, like the or Japanese versions of some of the games, like there was in the. They put all 3 versions here. Now, I don't know if there's really any big difference between the European version of this and the American version, except for the European version doesn't have a subtitle, which I think is fucking stupid. In case you didn't know, in Europe, this game is literally just called Castlevania, and I thought that was really stupid. It's the same thing as with the Castlevania. Like, I don't understand the logic of that. Like, were they like trying to fool people into thinking that this was like the start of a new series, or you know? Because I get it. Like when a series gets to a certain point, okay, I think it's boss time. Shit. Yes. Oh, it's a dog, isn't it? I have to stop for that, okay. All right, we killed the doggo, but I'm pretty low health. Let me before I progress, let's quickly see. Oh boy, do I have anything like health items or something? No, I just have the stinking antidote. Double received. Okay, this is a double jump. Nice. Double jumps are just fun. You know, it doesn't matter what the game is, double jumps are always just fun. Alright, yes, here we go. Okay, but I think that's enough for the first episode. Thank you for joining me. I'll definitely record at least a couple more episodes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do the whole playthrough of this. But yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed this game quite a lot. So see you on the next part. Bye bye.